G'day guys, Flint here from Backyard Blasters. I thought I would try out a different filming technique today. Well, I guess it's a technique. This is mounting the camera on my head. So let me know if you guys well, whether you like it or dislike it. Today we're looking at the USP 45 gel ball blaster. This is a hopper-fed plastic single action spring gel ball blaster. It comes in a pack that includes like these pieces here. It's this little bottle that you can store the gel balls in. I've got a couple in there at the moment. A target here, which it's got PUBG written on it, you know, the game PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's like they've used that theme for their packaging, but I don't think it's actually licensed by PUBG. So there's a target there and it sits in this little stand. It's a Frypan, by the way. It's pretty cool. But it's easy to knock over because it's quite light, so it works well with the gel ball blaster. So those are those two components. Then we'll look at the good stuff, or the blaster, the main piece of equipment here. So this blaster includes a suppressor, which is removable, a laser which is underneath. It's a proper laser. It's really cool. So that slides on underneath here, just in front of the trigger guard. So, and the other removable part was the hopper, which is up here, and that's where your gel balls go in. So it's gravity fed, not magazine fed. Gravity fed pistols, so far that I've experienced, have been much more reliable than the magazine fed ones. They don't seem to jam as much. And this one shoots quite well. I have done a shooting test, a range test, and I'll post a link to that in the video description. So the pistol here, it's modeled on a USP 45. Got a suppressor here at the front, which is removable. Then we have the barrel. You can see a bit of red there. There's a plastic barrel. The laser here, which is red dot laser, also removable. The rail underneath, front iron sight, the hopper on top, removable. This is what holds your gel balls. And we have the rail for the hopper. The gel balls go down this little chute here and into the chamber. Then we have the slide. Pull that back to load. There's some dehydrated gel balls. Look at them, that's their normal size. So they've just, it's because I haven't used this in a while, so they've just been a few in there, they've just dried up. So that's how you rack it. It's got this little silver bit stuck over, which what I think would be a shell ejection port, you know, where the shells, yeah, that's where your shells would fly out on a real USP 45. So the rear iron sight, there's grips on the slide so that you can grip it nice and easily. Fake hammer at the back, that stays where it is, that's fixed, and then slide moves back. Fake safety slide lock. And you got your trigger guard here. There's a nice little groove in here, which makes it comfortable to hold. The trigger guard, fake magazine eject release where the magazine would be, and then the handle's got a nice amount of texture on it. It's a nice pistol. I like the look of the USP 45s. I remember first seeing these when I was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It was one of the funnest pistols to use. Very fun. Nice looking pistol. Pretty sure they came out in the USA. On the other side, you just got the screwy ports and a number here, 959, made in China. It's light. It's pretty light. Very, very light, really. Not very light, pretty light. Built from a nice quality, good quality plastic. And it performs really well. And the sound, we'll listen to the sound without the suppressor. So it does change the sound a bit, but once you load all that on, it's a beautiful looking pistol. Now the tactical bit here, it's screwed on. Now I'm sure you can actually just unscrew those 4 screws and remove that rail, so then you can have just the blank USP 45. So yeah, overall it's a good pistol. Again, I'll post a link to the shooting test if you want to see it in action. It's reliable because it's hopper fed, so it doesn't jam. It has good range. USP 45s, I think they're beautiful looking pistol. It uses 7 to 8 millimeter gel balls. Yeah, well, 7 to 8 millimeter, 8 millimeters, what most people just refer to them as, and that's the most common size now. It's being standardized for gel ball guns because, you know, when they first came out, there were a lot of different sizes, but now they're trying to, you know, pick one size. And I mean, that's just like in airsoft, your main size is 6 millimeters, and so gel ball guns, the main size is 8 millimeters. So this sport really is turning into just it's very much like a little sibling of airsoft. You know, shooting these pellets that are 8 millimeters instead of 6, and they're made of water and gel instead of plastic. Aside from that, there is not too much difference here between airsoft. So pretty cool. And the way these things came about is because in Australia and a few other countries, airsoft was not illegal. Airsoft was not legal, sorry. It was not legal. And so they needed an alternative. And so along came gel ball blasters. And so that's pretty much how they came about. If those laws were not in place, I'm pretty confident to say that I'm pretty sure the gel ball blasters wouldn't have necessarily gained as much popularity as they have, because these are legal now in Australia, and I think in China as well, because, well, that's where they're made in. So a lot of the production is coming out of China, obviously, but I mean the design, I think, as well, is being done by Chinese manufacturers. So yeah, guys, that completes the review of the USP 45 gel ball blaster. I'll see you in the next video.